Midnight Theology. So good. As you might already understand, narrative is the story genre of Scripture. Actually, most Scripture is written in story form. So what we want to do is actually find the way to unlock a book. How do we do that? Real simply, we want to find a thesis passage for a particular book. So what we're doing is we're looking for a clear, concise statement of what the book is about.
Midnight is where the day begins.
Some particular examples of narrative in the Bible would be books like the Gospels in the New Testament. An example of narrative in the Old Testament would be the book of Ruth or Esther. And so what you want to do for that type of book is you want to find its thesis passage. A thesis passage is going to unlock the rest of the themes in that particular piece of narrative, okay? So it's going to contain the main theme that the other themes hang upon. Easy enough, right? So let's look at a specific example in the New Testament of a thesis passage. Let's take the Gospel of John, for instance. I'm going to go ahead and read that passage for you. This is John 20, verses 30 through 31. But these are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. So what did we see there? We saw that the book is about believing in Jesus, right? And so all of the events that are recorded in that book in some way tell us about believing in Jesus. So that was John, the writer's goal for writing that gospel. And as you go through the Gospel of John, you'll find examples of the way people aren't believing in Jesus, and you'll find examples of the way people are believing in Jesus. Okay, so what about an Old Testament example? Let's turn to the book of Jonah. Jonah 4:2 is our thesis passage. Let me go ahead and read it for you. He prayed unto the Lord and said, "Please, Lord, was not this what I said while I was still in my own country? Therefore, in order to forestall this, I fled to Tarshish. For I knew that you are a gracious, compassionate God, slow to anger, and abundant in loving kindness, and one who relents concerning calamity." That's Jonah 4:2. And so the theme there that's being set up is that Jonah is kind of the bad guy in the book of Jonah, and God is the good guy. And so Jonah is actually the bitter, reluctant prophet, while the Lord is the patient, compassionate God being portrayed in that book. So that's the key to unlocking the book of Jonah. So here's the problem. You've got a piece of narrative from the Bible, and you're trying to find the thesis passage. The real quick and easy way is to take a commentary and see what they say is the thesis passage. Or you could read the book about 50 times until you pick up the theme of the book. For the most part, I suggest a combination of the two. So read a piece of narrative a lot, and also check with a commentary to see if they give you any insight on what the thesis passage is. So I hope that today's hint was a helpful guide for unlocking the meaning behind narrative in Scripture. This is Marty from Midnight Theology. The videos drop about every fortnight on Mondays. Please let your friends know about the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. I could use the viewers. I could use the friends. Thank you for watching.